Hello everyone, welcome back. I got all these up, glued up, it's dried. I gave it a couple hours to make sure it's really good and dry, because this next part, what we do is we chalk each and every one of these segments just with a normal sidewalk chalk. Let me pull this off so I can monitor what's going on here. Hang on, I can't see. Make sure everything looks good. So we just basically chalk each one of these segments, and then I take my sanding board. It's a different sanding board than I use to make sure all these got the fray off of them. So what I'll do is I'll loosen up my, I can actually pull that out a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit. My new Advantage Lumber unofficial sponsor. So basically I have a sanding board with 120 and 220 on it. It's a nice piece of MDF, so it's good and flat. I'm going to go ahead and use the rougher side. I'm going to turn my lathe down, put my key back in it so it works. Oh. Alright, my knob was running, or rubbing. I like to go about 400 or 500 RPM. I'm at about 570 right now. And so what I'll do is I'll put the corner right down in my bed and just push it flat. Then we'll turn it off, and you can see I've got some blue here. I've got some blue here. So all of these are pretty good except for these two. So I'm going to go ahead and continue sanding these. Until I get those. Because if it's not flat, we'll have a problem. Now it's all clear. That's good. I'll just brush them off real quick so I don't make a bunch of noise with the compressor. Try to get that concrete brush. I never used it for concrete, so I might as well get my money out of it. I only bought it 20 years ago. Alright, so now we're all clear again. I'm going to bring this back in and secure it. Well, because I want to make sure that it's easy to put in there. Okay, all I did was loosen it up at the base and tighten it back up, and now oh no, that's not tight enough. Told you I got big hands. Alright, let's see, that's not actually that good. Alright, tighten it up a little more. Alright, so now I can continue on my, whoa, maybe not. I want to make sure that no matter what I do, it goes into place. Now I'm going to use the blue lines I'm going to go ahead and bring my tailstock and my deck board in. Looks about good. Lock it all in, and I'm going to have to readjust my block, stop block. And what I have, see, I'm done with these. I'm going to go ahead and grab my next row. This was row 2, so I need my bag of row 3. Row 4, row 3. Or actually, let me just double check. It's my top row. Row 2, row 3, row 4. Okay. I don't want to glue the wrong ones because they're all cut to a certain size. This one is at 3.5 degrees. The width of my segment is 0.560 inches, and it's 0.60 thick. They're all different. They're all cut to different widths according to my. This is my CD-ROM program, Segmented Pro, and then I've got my printout that shows. You can get a good focus on that. You can pause it. That's the line and everything. It shows the actual row, the width of the board, the length of the board that I needed, the width of my segment. Segment edge length is what that stands for. Tells me what type of I've got access ring, base. The species is left blank because I didn't put them in. Basically 36 segments. You've got 1/2 inch thick, the angle, the outer diameter, and the inside diameter. So if I'm on 1, 2, and 3, so I'm on number 3, my outside diameter is 9.2. So 9.2, and that's from here to here. So it's going to cause me to have 4.5 would be 9. But it's going to be off a little bit because I started my ring according to my ring here. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And that's about where I want to be, I think. Because we're just going at a small slant. So I'm happy with that. Tighten it down. And now, according to my diagram, we're going to be going 2 colors, 1 space, 2 colors, 1 space. So I would be, I've got my Purple Heart and my Mahogany. I'm going to put somewhere I can get to them easy. Try to make it easier for you guys to watch and not as painful. I know my videos sometimes can be hard on the eyes, but I'm trying. I'm a woodworker, not a computer guy. So I don't know how you guys do both. It's pretty impressive. Brian on there, he can do horses and everything. I mean, this guy can do, there's nothing he can't do. I think I even saw a CNC machine on his. So what I want to do now is I'm going to start with the blue, to go ahead and come down one more, and there is where I want to start gluing so that I am making my cross. Alright, and with this, it's even less glue. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see my, oh, we're focused in on the wrong area. Let's see if I can bring you over here. Hang on a second, I got glue in the hand and a tripod in the hand. So let's try to get around this table. There we go. My glue's in the way. You can see, let's see if you can see good where I'm gluing. I'm still in the way here, so let me move you over. Try to get you in there good. It's about as good as it's going to get. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start working on my third row. Get some paper towels for my finger. Keeping to where I can get to it. I'm getting danced with the my sunblock. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little glue up. On each side like that, and then we'll go ahead and press, and we'll hold that. I've been doing about 15 seconds off camera to 20 seconds just because I want to make sure it's good and tight. Alright. It's like a German girlfriend I had in high school. We won't get into that. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to the next blue line. We're going to grab another walnut, and that's going to be the cross of the cross. And there we go. I'm going to give it another 15-20 seconds, and we'll carry on like that until we're finished with this ring, and then I'll sand it and I'll move on to the second ring. Or the fourth ring. We're on 1, 2. This is the third ring. And you can see 1, 2, 3. So this is what we're going for now. We're on 1, 2, and 3. I'll go ahead and finish all these up to the top ring, and then we'll come back for that. So just stick with me. We're using the easy open seg rig, and we're making open segmented turnings very, very easily. You can go check out where I learned all about this. Oh man, what's his name? The old man. I don't even smoke or anything, man. I haven't drank in a week. I don't know why I can't remember anything. Getting old stinks. Now we go back to the 2 of the Purple Heart. So it's a 2-1 combo. And like I say, just put as little glue on there as possible. The segmented length towards me, which is layman's term, the fat side towards me. And I can see a little bit of variation in the width of my segments just because I don't have a proper I milled all this on the table saw. I didn't even use my bandsaw because that thing is a Harbor Freight finger eater. Not worth what I have. I think I'd be better off using a jigsaw. But I'm going to keep it until I can afford to get my Laguna 14. That's coming. That's why I'm getting my CDL license, so I can afford these fancy tools and other stuff. I might even buy a F450. Or I've been eyeballing that Ram 5500, but man, I hate $1,000 a month car payment. That's ridiculous. But I'm driving around in a 20-year-old car, 10-year-old car, and a 17-year-old work Jeep. Not that it's a problem. I don't have a payment. I love that.